Why is authenticity so important? It's a topic, catchphrase people always talk about and how we need to show up authentically, and clearly it's something that is valued. But why?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I'll give you my top 2 reasons why I think authenticity is important and tell you how I learned to break down the barriers that stop me from being authentic myself. First reason is it teaches us about how we really are and shows you, yourself, how to be brave in everything you do. The second reason is that it connects us with those we love and those who love us. And this is probably the most important, at least for me. I used to live by the motto as a kid, deny, deny, deny. If you couldn't catch me red-handed, I would never admit to being wrong. The reason I did this was because I didn't see an advantage to showing up and being honest. In my opinion, as a kid, what I saw was, well, if you catch me doing this, I'm in trouble. If I deny it and get away with it, I'm not. If I deny it and you catch me, I'm in the same amount of trouble. So I may as well go for it. What I didn't understand was how that was actually hurting me. My parents used to always say, honesty is the best policy. I just didn't believe them because honesty got me in trouble. That's how I saw it. I was a rambunctious kid. I struggled with various things. I had crazy behaviors. And so there was a huge segment of people in my life, usually people in authority, that I just would not show up for. I didn't trust them. I had reasons for that. And so I would lie in order to save myself punishment. If I got in trouble in school, I would lie about what I was doing. If I got caught doing something that I shouldn't with my friends, I would lie. And this created for me, actually, a real misunderstanding of who I was. I didn't understand really fully how much the impact of my dishonesty was having upon my own sense of who I was, my own understanding of what I was capable of. Each time I lied, what it actually did to me was make me not understand what was at the core of myself. Because a lie requires you, if you're going to deliver it well, to actually kind of believe what you're saying. And even if you think you know what the truth is, even if you truly believe, I know what my core truth is, each lie eats away at that. And I really, truly only confronted this at a point in my life where I had been trying to face the demons of my past, the things that had been driving me, the core issues to why I was acting in ways that were incongruent with my beliefs. And authenticity is really about confronting that issue. Where are you incongruent in the core part of yourself that you are struggling to match your actions to? That's why I say that authenticity teaches us who we are. It truly does. Your authentic self informs yourself of who you are. And when you lie, you inform yourself of who you are. And you begin to lose the stability. And truthfully, I had lied about so many things in my life to hide what I felt made me unworthy, that at one point, I'll never forget, I had been coaching some men in a space that I was working in as a consultant to how to confront the COO of their company and tell him they didn't agree with his plans. These men were good men, they were strong, they were hardworking, brilliant, all capable. And yet, for some reason, when the COO came into that office and sat down and would lay out plans, they would just bow their heads in agreement, let him leave, and then start complaining about what he was doing. And it frustrated me. I wondered why they would not show up for him. The reasons I didn't think were valid because I had not put myself in their shoes. But the reasons were, well, if we speak up, it'll limit our careers, or he'll get angry, we might get fired. All of these things that they feared were coming up. I didn't understand, nor was I compassionate to that plea, because I had changed my job so many times. I had moved to so many different countries and states and cities, taking positions in different places. I had no fear of moving, but these were men that had grown up in this one town, worked at this one company, and been their whole life in one space. And that transition was terrifying. They felt like they would lose their whole community, their support, if they lost their job or limited themselves. And as I was debating my own bravery and my own authentic power as I could confront this COO, I realized in that moment that I was keeping secrets myself. Secrets that I had held from the people that should have been closest to me, my family, my wife. And they were dark and bad and horrible secrets that I felt if I spoke would make me lose my family, lose everything that I was building around me. And that was a true comparison. And I realized I was being as inauthentic as these men. And so I decided that I had to figure out a way to speak my truth. And through a series of events, I ended up in therapy with my wife, telling her all that I had done, because I wanted her to know what she was dealing with and to choose to be with me or not. The end result was I'm not with her. She did not want what I was when I gave her the whole package. And that is a choice that every one of us needs to be able to make. And when I confronted myself, when I truly confronted the lies I had been telling to protect my position and my appearance for these people that had thought they loved one thing but were getting another, I lost track of who I was too. And I remember an emotional feeling of free falling through space with not a solid thing to hold on to when I thought about who I was in and of myself. And it was so bad for me, just for me, and I know who I am. I remember looking through my photo album as a kid, like just when I was facing this, my childhood photo albums, to actually verify if the stories I had told of my youth were true. That is how far I lost track of who I was and wondered what I had actually lied about. And I had been very specific about my lies and kept them in a safe corner. But the cancer of that group of lies spread into every part of my life. And I had to rebuild trust in myself. And that is why authenticity is important. Many people that would have met me through the years of my life would say, "Oh, you're so authentic." And I was in many ways. But I hid. And that hiding became a major roadblock for my success. And I would confront that authenticity when I would encounter certain things, and I would hide and lie, and it would spread my sense of distrust for myself. But as I began to peel that layer back and really open it to the world and face it, it changed everything. And I've seen this happen over and over again with high-performing people, particularly people in the public eye. When you look at someone like Ellen DeGeneres, when she came out with the fact that she was a lesbian, it was unacceptable for her to do that. She lost her #1 comedy sitcom that she was on. She had to rebuild entirely. She faced this truth that nobody wanted to see about her. She was so brave and so authentic. And now, here she is, top of the world, running another talk show. That is something that you can do when you truly face your reality, when you speak your truth. And I think it's a process where we constantly must be learning who we are. And we must balance within our hearts and look to the ways that we're acting that are incongruent with what we believe. And there's always something there, because we're not perfect. But if you can confront that, if you can find the courage to face that and be honest about it, and express that honesty in a way that does not hide you, you will have a greater power than I think you can even realize. I know for me, it has been life-changing. So authenticity is important because it teaches us who we are, and it allows us to find the people who will support us and sustain us as we support and sustain ourselves. If you want to know more about being authentic, I have another video for you. Why is authenticity important in leadership? Check it out. It'll add some nuance to what I'm telling you here. Like, subscribe, click on the bell. Don't miss any content. I want to hear your comments. I want to know what you think makes you authentic. How do you go about confronting those incongruities in yourself? Give me some comments. Let's have a conversation. And stick around. That video's coming up. I want you to find out how to really reveal yourself.